Let me share something most women rarely hear. Men are far more visually influenced by color than by shape or form, and there are certain colors older women wear that naturally draw men in, almost effortlessly. And here's the surprising part. It's not the bright, flashy shades you might expect. It's the tones that quietly suggest confidence, not demand attention. I'll tell you which ones in a moment, but first, picture this. A woman walks into a room wearing deep burgundy. She doesn't speak, she doesn't perform, she isn't trying to be the youngest, the boldest, or the most noticed. Yet men feel something. Why? Because burgundy isn't just a color, it's a signal. It says, I am comfortable with who I am, and I don't need to prove anything. Then there's emerald green, a shade that makes men feel grounded while also curious. It suggests depth, intelligence, and emotional maturity. Soft neutrals like cream, champagne, and warm taupe create a gentle pull. They communicate, it's safe to approach me. Men respond to that more than they openly admit. And of course, black, the timeless paradox. It conveys mystery, sophistication, and quiet confidence that intrigues men because it hints there's more to discover. These colors work not because they try to seduce, but because they amplify a woman's natural presence. Color psychology plays a bigger role in attraction than most people realize, especially in how men perceive women. Before a woman speaks, smiles, or moves, her colors have already conveyed something powerful. The male brain processes visual cues faster than verbal ones, and color is one of the first signals it reads. Certain shades create emotional reactions that feel instinctive rather than logical. Men often cannot explain why they are drawn to a woman. They just are. Older women gain even more from this because their presence already carries authority, grounding, and calm confidence. And color can heighten those qualities, creating a magnetic effect. When a woman chooses a tone that reflects strength, warmth, or sophistication, men sense it as energy rather than fashion. Deep shades like burgundy evoke passion and depth, triggering curiosity and a subtle sense of connection. Jewel tones signal richness and emotional substance, qualities men associate with security and value. Even soft tones are powerful. Creams and taupes radiate warmth and calm, lowering social barriers and encouraging engagement. The effect is quiet, not forced. Men don't consciously think that color means she's confident. They just feel it, shaped by years of instinct and emotional association. When an older woman wears colors aligned with her natural energy, whether bold, serene, or mysterious, men perceive harmony between what they see and what they sense. That harmony creates subtle attraction that feels effortless to her but compelling to them. Older women possess confidence that doesn't need proclamation. This quiet certainty is what makes certain colors work in ways younger women rarely replicate. With age comes self-awareness, clarity, emotional steadiness, and a strong sense of identity. When a woman knows who she is, what she likes, and what she will or won't accept, her energy shifts. Men notice immediately. It's not attention-seeking, it's grounded, calm, mature. Colors that may seem ordinary on someone uncertain appear magnetic on a woman who wears them with certainty. This is why simple shades, muted tones, and deep hues are so appealing on older women. They enhance what is already present. Men respond not just to the color itself, but to the confidence the color reflects. There's also something compelling about the way older women carry themselves. They're less concerned with judgment, more comfortable in their own skin. When a woman doesn't seek approval, she becomes captivating, and color acts as a backdrop to highlight that presence. Even a subtle navy blouse or warm cream sweater conveys calm assurance. Men feel drawn to this energy because it communicates emotional security. It's the difference between someone trying to impress and someone existing authentically. Effortless style resonates differently on older women. They don't need neon colors or excessive details to be noticed. A single jewel tone, deep red or soft neutral captures attention because the woman wearing it radiates stability and maturity. Color reflects her inner world. Steady, warm, intriguing, quietly powerful. Men respond instinctively, sensing her self-assurance and composure, even if they cannot articulate why. Deep red and burgundy carry psychological weight beyond fashion. Older women elevate these shades naturally. These colors have long been associated with passion, emotional depth, and maturity. What makes them powerful is how they blend subtle confidence with experience. Younger women in bright reds appear playful or bold. Older women in deep red or burgundy communicate presence and substance. The tone conveys life experience, wisdom, and grounded energy. Men subconsciously read these colors as warmth, confidence, and emotional availability, not flashy but real. Burgundy in particular signals sophistication. It suggests a woman comfortable with herself and at ease with being noticed. There's no urgency, no need to impress, just certainty. That certainty is magnetic. Men interpret it as confidence without arrogance, presence without performance. Deep red evokes instinctive associations with passion, but in a softer, refined way, signaling controlled, balanced attraction. That combination draws men in, even if they can't explain why. These colors also complement mature skin beautifully. The richness of burgundy enhances natural warmth, highlights subtle glow, and creates effortless radiance. When a woman feels comfortable in her color, her posture shifts, her expression softens, and her energy becomes inviting. Men respond not to the fabric, but to the emotional effect the color has on her. Deep red communicates depth, strength, and subtle warmth, a combination that reflects life experience and emotional maturity, which men find deeply attractive, and vulnerability at the same time. It suggests a woman who has passion but doesn't waste it, who feels deeply but stays grounded. That mix of self-possession and quiet fire makes burgundy and deep red extremely compelling on older women, creating a natural magnetism that feels both mature and deeply feminine. Emerald green and sapphire blue carry a richness that resonates psychologically and emotionally, and older women naturally bring out the full potential of these colors. These jewel tones are linked with wisdom, stability, richness, and emotional balance. They don't demand attention, yet they quietly command it. When a woman wears emerald or sapphire, she gives the impression of depth, a sense that there is more beneath the surface. Men respond to that because these colors reflect qualities they instinctively find comforting and intriguing. Emotional steadiness, intelligence, and calm self-assurance that only life experience can cultivate. Emerald green, in particular, has long been connected to nature, balance, and renewal. When an older woman wears this shade, it evokes harmony and quiet confidence. It softens her presence while giving her an air of strength. Men sense this combination and feel drawn in because it suggests a woman who is emotionally grounded, difficult to intimidate, and gentle in her approach to connection. It creates a quiet intimacy that feels safe and appealing. The color also highlights the sophistication that comes with maturity, making her presence feel steady and trustworthy. Sapphire blue, in contrast, carries a calm intensity. It communicates intelligence, serenity, and emotional clarity. When an older woman wears sapphire, men subconsciously perceive her as someone who listens deeply, thinks clearly, and handles emotions gracefully. Blue is known to slow the heart rate and create a sense of calm. This naturally draws men toward her in a relaxed, open way. It doesn't provoke excitement as much as it invites meaningful connection, making her seem approachable yet strong. Both colors enhance the natural glow of mature skin, giving warmth, definition, and brightness effortlessly. Their richness elevates even simple outfits, allowing the woman's personality to shine rather than be overshadowed by the color itself. Men respond not because the shades are flashy, but because emerald and sapphire emphasize qualities they find deeply attractive: emotional depth, wisdom, calm confidence, and a quiet allure that feels sincere and magnetic. If you want to know the exact color that suits your personality and instantly boosts your presence, leave a color me in the comments and it will be explained. Soft neutrals like cream, taupe, champagne, and warm beige have a subtle effect on men because they communicate warmth, gentleness, and approachability in ways bold colors cannot. These shades create an aura of calm around older women, enhancing the natural self-assurance that comes with age. Men respond instinctively because neutral tones signal safety and emotional openness. They don't overwhelm the senses. Instead, they invite a softer attention. When an older woman wears these tones, she appears more relaxed, grounded, and emotionally accessible, making men feel more comfortable approaching her or simply being near her. These shades also flatter mature skin, creating a warm glow and softening features without demanding attention. There is a quiet elegance in how neutrals interact with natural light, bringing warmth to the complexion and giving the woman effortless radiance. This understated beauty feels genuine rather than performative, which men find highly attractive. When a woman isn't trying to stand out but still looks radiant, it communicates self-assurance men recognize instinctively. Soft neutrals also highlight the gentle qualities men find comforting: kindness, patience, emotional stability, and warmth. These colors create visual softness that mirrors these traits, making the woman more inviting. Men may not consciously analyze it, but they sense it. A cream sweater or taupe dress can make a woman appear nurturing without losing sophistication, making her energy feel balanced and calming. This sense of comfort often draws men more effectively than bold efforts to impress. Another reason neutrals work so well is their link to refinement and simplicity. They suggest a woman who doesn't need loud statements to be noticed. She has a quiet presence that stands out in a noisy world. The colors allow her personality to come forward instead of competing with it. This harmony between appearance and energy creates a magnetic softness men naturally notice because it feels calm, real, and emotionally inviting. Black has a power that transcends trends, and older women naturally embody it in ways that feel effortless and compelling. The color has always been linked to mystery, sophistication, and quiet strength, but when a mature woman wears black, it takes on a different dimension. It becomes less about fashion and more about presence. Black has a way of removing distractions and placing full focus on the woman herself, her eyes, posture, confidence, and energy. Men respond strongly because black creates a sense of depth around her, a subtle challenge that invites curiosity without demanding it. The color signals that she knows her worth and doesn't need to prove it, and that quiet certainty is highly attractive. Unlike brighter shades that create excitement or softness, black generates intrigue. It forms a silhouette that feels timeless and controlled. Men subconsciously see black as a sign of emotional stability and independence. A woman in black appears composed, self-contained, and comfortable in her own thoughts. This composure is magnetic because it suggests strength rooted in experience rather than performance. A woman who values herself enough not to seek approval from others carries a presence that is magnetic. The less she tries to be noticed, the more attention she naturally draws. Men sense the boundaries, discipline, and quiet confidence that colors like black convey, and this makes them lean in rather than look away. Black also enhances a woman's natural charisma. It sharpens her features, emphasizes her expressions, and strengthens her presence without overpowering her appearance. On mature skin, black creates contrast and definition, giving her an elegant sharpness that feels modern and effortlessly stylish. The color acts as a frame that highlights her personality rather than concealing it. Men respond to this clarity because it allows them to focus on the woman's essence, her intelligence, warmth, and subtle charm without distraction. Beyond its visual impact, black carries a psychological message. It signals control, mystery, and depth. traits that men instinctively associate with strength and emotional intelligence. When an older woman wears black, she communicates that she is not easily influenced, not easily impressed, and not afraid to be seen exactly as she is. That level of self-possession is rare, and it draws men in because it feels authentic, powerful, and endlessly intriguing. Comfort plays a powerful role in attraction, and many underestimate how deeply men respond to the natural confidence a woman displays when she feels at ease in what she wears. When an older woman chooses colors that reflect her personality rather than trying to impress anyone, something subtle but magnetic occurs. Her posture becomes more relaxed, her expression softens, and her movements flow naturally. This effortless ease radiates as confidence, and men notice it immediately. It is not the color itself that creates attraction, but the woman's comfort in it and the way that comfort transforms her presence. When a woman tries too hard to impress, her energy can seem tense, performative, or uncertain. But when she wears colors that align with her sense of self, her aura shifts. She appears grounded and self-assured. Men sense that natural confidence instinctively because comfort reads as authenticity. They are drawn not just to her appearance, but to the feeling she radiates in the moment, relaxed, expressive, and genuinely herself. This ease creates an inviting atmosphere, making interactions feel natural and enjoyable. Colors that suit her comfort zone also highlight her strengths. If she feels powerful in black, she walks with purpose. If she feels elegant in burgundy or serene in soft neutrals, that feeling translates into her body language. Men respond to these signals even if they cannot explain why. A woman who feels good in her clothes radiates quiet certainty, which becomes irresistible because it signals emotional maturity, self-knowledge, and stability. Comfort also enhances charisma because it removes self-consciousness. Instead of worrying about how she looks, she is fully present, attentive, and engaged. This presence is incredibly appealing. It signals a woman who knows herself well enough to choose what suits her rather than following trends. Men admire that independence and clarity. It feels refreshing, grounding, and subtly magnetic. Ultimately, the attraction comes from harmony between the woman and the colors she wears. When she feels comfortable, the colors become an extension of her identity. That authenticity is what men respond to because it feels genuine, confident, and magnetic. Men often think they are reacting to the outfit, but what truly draws them is the emotional energy she radiates when she wears a color that reflects who she is. The fabric alone does not create attraction. It is the personality and confidence that shine through. When an older woman chooses a color that reflects her confidence, warmth, or mystery, her presence changes, her posture shifts, her expressions soften or sharpen at the right moments, and her body language communicates assurance. Men subconsciously pick up on these signals long before they consciously notice the color. They feel the emotional effect, not the fashion choice. Certain shades act like emotional amplifiers. Deep reds intensify her grounded passion. Emerald greens highlight her calm intelligence. Soft neutrals enhance warmth and approachability. And black strengthens control and quiet power. But these effects come not from the color itself, but from how she feels wearing it. When she chooses shades that resonate with her identity, she radiates authenticity. Men instinctively respond because it feels trustworthy and real. The confidence that emerges when a woman aligns with her appearance becomes the true source of magnetism. A man may think the dress caught his eye, but what really drew him in was the woman who came alive in it. He responds to the way she carries herself, how she seems connected to her strength, softness, or depth. Her comfort turns the color into a message that speaks to his emotions without words. Men are highly sensitive to emotional cues, even if they do not verbalize them. When a woman feels grounded and confident in her chosen color, she sends subtle signals of self-assurance and emotional availability. Those cues create feelings of closeness, admiration, or curiosity. They are not reacting to a shade, but to the presence it amplifies. The color becomes a catalyst, but she is the connection point. Men respond to the energy she radiates. When her colors reflect her truth, that energy becomes unforgettable. The real power of colors older women wear lies not in the shades themselves, but in the woman who brings them to life. Deep reds, jewel tones, soft neutrals, or classic black. They all work because they amplify qualities she already possesses: confidence, warmth, depth, mystery, and hard-earned self-assurance. Men are not reacting to fabric. They respond to the emotional energy and authenticity those colors evoke. When a woman selects hues that reflect who she truly is, she becomes effortlessly magnetic. She does not need to chase attention or try to look younger. Her presence speaks for itself. Attraction is not about being flashy or perfect. It is about alignment, comfort, expression, and being real. That is the kind of beauty older women wear best.